A nation found in East Africa, a land of ambition, of beauty, of promise. But in the year 2024, that promise was tested. It started with a bill, a financial bill proposed in the parliament, defended by government, but rejected by the streets. And the voice that rose, they were young, bold, united. Kenyan Gen Z stepped forward, not to destroy, but to demand, to ask not for power, but for presence. This wasn't a movement led by politicians. There was no party log, no tribal, only hashtag, heartbeats, and hope. But to understand this surprising, we must go deep to the roots of frustration. To the dreams, defraud, to the leader at the center of it. Began with a bill, a financial bill, a document crafted in parliament. But outside those walls, it was more than paper. It was pain, it was pressure, and it lit fire across the streets of Kenya. Young Kenyans poured out, bold, organized, leaderless. This was a voice of a generation, the TikTokers, the students, the hustler, saying enough. To understand this moment, we must step back behind the noise, behind the protests, and ask what pushed Kenyans youth to this breaking point. Born into a digital world, but raised in a system that really listens. Promised opportunities. When the financial bill hit, it wasn't just numbers, it was the final straw.
Economic challenges. Escalating cost of essential household commodities, high fuel prices, rapid depreciation of the Kenya shilling, and spiraling public debt.
But every coin has two sides, and every leader a reason.
Economic challenges. Escalating cost of essential household commodities, high fuel prices, rapid depreciation of the Kenya shilling, and spiraling public debt were threatening to ground our economy.
Had built up, bills had to be paid, development had to continue. And so the financial bill was born, a tough decision, one he believed was necessary, to move Kenya forward. Here is where the gap widens, where the leaders see structure, the people feel suffocation, where the government sees revenue, the youth see robbery. Just escalated, tear gas filled with the air. Lives were lost, young lives, precious voices silenced, but the movement only grew louder. And across social media, across the globe, the world listened. For the first time in a long time, Kenya youth had captured the attention of power. Precious voices silenced, but the movement only grew louder. And across social media, across the globe, the world listened. For the first time in a long time, Kenya youth had captured the attention of power. But this is not the end of the Kenyan story. It is perhaps a turning point. In a crisis, there is a lesson, and in every protest, there is a player. Z isn't asking to destroy Kenya. They're asking to be part of building it. They want a seat at the table, not tomorrow or today. Then his greatest test may not be passing the bills, but listening to the voices outside the gates. This is Kenya at crossroads, between pressure and progress, between the old. It is not made by silence. It is shaped by dialogue, by courage, by listening. May Kenya find the wisdom to unite its people before division becomes the real enemy. The youth are not the problem. They may just be the answer.